just made it. I know how to make everybody feel.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Green 80! I'll go special! I'll go special! Alert, 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 alert! Check it,
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down, Seattle.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will bring it interception return for a Colts TD. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They begin the drive with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Brissett. He finds his man, Johnson. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Buddy up. Watch 57. All right, T, let's go. All right, 56. Bullet. Pass.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go. Got it. 53 is the mark. 53, check 53. Watch the run. Go.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Right here. Zip it. Mike spot 4. I'm scared. Back. Let's go.
To throw is Brissett. He gets this one to Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Marcus Johnson. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Mike's 57's Mike. Watch a slant.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st down, Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Go. Watch 57. Come on, D. 57's the Mike. Up.
You must be good.
Now on 2nd and 16. Brissett complete. It's Johnson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
50 seconds to Mike.
I want that. Give me that defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
36, 37 on it. 57. Mike.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And an alley to Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Blitz. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You don't want none of that. Give me a tight dog.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton as the 1st half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 31, it's a 6. Bullet, half. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Echo. Need some therapy after this. Hey, check 57. And let's get him home.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Eddie Weber. Check 9, check 9. High 7, high 7. 57 to Mike.
Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Let's put that team on the puck. Watch.
Now Brissett. This is Johnson. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Brissett. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike Hayward. I got it.
Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Come on, D. 57's Mike.
From the red zone now, Brissett escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch QB draw. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Right side. Drive on. Check 24. Kill.
Here's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Green 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shoot. Go. Friday.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on first down. Carson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
14.
On second down, it's Carson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Check. 53's mine. Check.
Got it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the screen. Switch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Mike. 190. 53.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's free. Alert 3. Hey, switch gears.
Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that makes it 23-7.
Makes the score, Colts 23, Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. We're set now. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.